Hello, everybody. It's Mark and Ann. And we got a very special little podcast episode we want to do here. And we want to, I guess, start out by asking you to please take the time to just watch this. If you see this video and the title grabbed your attention, follow along with us. So, Ann, first off, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you
You
this
good?
morning?
Yeah.
After all
Y-
the technology stuff, I'm great.
we figured it out though, didn't we?
We got here.
The dynamic duo. What we want to do here, guys, is we want to really highlight and bring to the forefront. And I'm going to start off by saying, right out of the gate, we need your help. We need you to pay attention to what we're saying. This is not some sales talk. This is not some gimmick. This is something that's very passionate. And Ann, just real quickly, just tell everybody your past experience in a nutshell of why you're involved and why you've been involved in what space you've been involved in this senior industry and what you've identified along the way with families.
Okay, yeah, love to. Well, first of all, I do all this because what you just said, passion, and it's always been my passion. I've been a nursing home administrator, and I can't say I fully retired because somehow I
Mhm.
just keep doing interims. About to do another one.
Mhm.
But regardless, I love the industry. I love dealing with seniors, and having come out of nursing homes after about 27 years in them as an administrator, there's no, they're limited on what they can do fund wise. They just
Mhm.
don't have the money to do a lot of things. Families complain about a lot of things, dementia training, even. I mean, just every little thing, but there's just not a lot of funds there. We're not like hospitals. We don't have an abundance of money out there and those kind of things to do stuff. And so I've watched that over the years. I've watched families go through such tough decisions that impact them, not just from an emotional standpoint, but financially. I really love that you said listen, and I hope everybody will watch this and really listen to what we're trying to bring, because I
Mhm.
think what we are trying to bring is something that can help solve some of those issues. I do want to say this right off the bat to everybody, though. You and I aren't making money doing this. So this is
Right.
not a sales pitch.
Right.
This is
Eh,
something that we can really, you and I both have a heart for trying to help these people. That is exactly, I'm retired.
Yeah.
And I am, even though I do interims, I'm retired. I don't have to do this. Um, but I know that there's a need out there for all these families. I know we're going to touch on things from hospice care to just different things that fundraising can do for people to help with some of the things that families are struggling with.
Yeah. Well, I think that that ties into where what I want people to really understand and listen to is, of course, CareQuest. We've been around 3 years now, and the journey through this of trying to make a difference and matter has been very important. That's why the podcast has been done. But God has brought an opportunity through this fundraising platform, and not to get too far off in the weeds about it. The point is, we're starting out with luxury bed sheets. We're partnering with the gentleman and his wife that started this 16 years ago. There's 16 years of proven customer service quality. The sheets are not cheesy sheets. They are high quality luxury sheets. Not just saying that. There's 16 years of customer satisfaction. And the point is God's bringing this opportunity that's planted a vision in my heart and in mind that I want people to really understand, because I've been going through it with my mother and father. My father just passed away.
Wow.
We didn't expect dad to go first, but those of you that walked and experienced it, and you've experienced it, we are so overwhelmed with what we see and experience in this
Yes.
senior space. So what I
Yeah.
want people to really understand is this is not just another fundraiser. I need it to be a shift of thinking and a shift of mindset of how we can all collectively make a difference without doing something that we're being asked to do that we don't really want to, but we feel like we need to. And here's the point: everybody already purchases certain items. And so,
Yeah.
with this particular thing, we're talking about bed sheets. So, instead of asking you just to donate and give, we are overwhelmed with people asking for money from churches, from mission trips to
Mhm.
donate here, GoFundMe page, on and on and on it goes. And obviously, a lot of people are under a lot of pressure already financially. There's just a lot going on in life. So the thing that I need everybody's help on in a change in view is we're trying to create something here that can really truly make a difference in this space. And it's just purchase and buy what you already need. We're starting out with quality bed sheets. Over 30% of the purchase price goes to the cause. So, what we're going to have here is you're going to see below, there's going to be some highlighted live campaigns, and you can sit there and pick and choose which campaign you want to support and go order through their store and have $20 of your purchase for something that's not overpriced,
Yeah.
it's not inflated, it's market price for the quality of the sheets. You
Hmm.
can go get cheaper stuff, just like you can go get a cheaper car, you can go get a cheaper type of
Yeah.
mayonnaise, on and on it goes, right? It's picking
Right.
and choosing that I'm going to purchase these
Yeah.
quality sets that are 100% money back guarantee satisfaction.
Right.
So, what I want you to please do is if you do not need sheets, someone around you does. Is just go, hey, there's this incredible new approach to fundraising in the senior space.
Hmm.
And just go purchase through one of the storefronts that's being provided to support the particular cause. And we
Hmm.
have a goal to eventually source other products
Hmm.
at market price value that you can pick. You're having to buy certain things every month, just like with my mom on hospice and things we needed for dad. There's things we're going to be sourcing that you as a family is having to buy every month or 2 months to help take care of the needs of your loved one. So that's why I want everybody to start following along and understanding and helping spread the word. Whether you need to buy sheets today or not, the message is important. And if you're in this industry, you know what we're talking about. You
Yeah.
know the needs, you know the limit, the desires. It's from respite, people needing a break. It's a family member that has a shortfall that doesn't have quite the money they need. There's
Yeah.
going to be all sorts of causes that you're going to be seeing that you're going to be able to support, and it's ongoing, right? It's not just
Right. And it's, you know, it's not just about, not that we aren't going to support, because we are. Alzheimer's Association. We're already working with Alzheimer's Association in doing some fundraising there. There's a couple of other companies that we are working with already that you'll see that are going to come to light, that are wonderful, wonderful causes to help with. Parkinson's, that's near and dear to my heart. I have a nephew who was diagnosed a year ago at 50 years old with Parkinson's disease. And so that's near and dear to my heart. And he and I, talked a couple of times, and so we'll be reaching out. And so certainly there are the bigger causes out there, but we're not even talking about just that today.
mm,
We're talking about bring it home. I mean, bring it personal to you. If
mm,
there's a cause, as Mark is talking about, with families, people going into hospice, even at home. I'm not talking about necessarily at the nursing home, but at home. And you have a need for something for there. You mentioned respite. That's a huge thing for families.
mm,
When they have somebody at home. I mean, Mark, you've had your mom on hospice for over a year at home. And so you know what your family has been through. And sometimes you need a hospital bed brought to the house and things like
mm,
that. So, we want to talk with some of the hospice groups, and we want to make it what would we not love to make this nationwide and everybody jump on board? Yes, but that's
mm,
not our goal right now. Is to personally talk to everybody and get you to understand that this is something that, you're right, everybody needs. My
yeah.
husband has been on this kick of sheets. I don't know why, but I have told you, like, we're like sheet poor at our house, and so we will have a set of sheets. But it's little things, and that was just on a personal basis. But there are families out there that maybe have to have sheets at home for a loved one that they've moved into their house, and now we've had to get another bed, because look,
Mm,
I'm in the senior world now myself.
yeah.
um, I've moved my mom into my house before,
Yeah.
and then you have another bed, and then you don't have sheets for that bed, and it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an ongoing issue.
Oh,
So I
back
do
to
think it's
college, right? I mean,
right, right.
the point is It's bed sheets.
Well,
It
right. Everybody can buy them, and it's
yeah,
not something like you say, this is not, you're gonna pay, $10 and get 2 packs of cookies, and you're gonna eat those when you get in the car and they're gone, and yeah, I gave to a good cause,
yeah.
and I'm not saying that the causes that do the bake sales and those kind of
Absolutely
fundraisers aren't
not.
good.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
wonderful, but this is on a bigger scale maybe to say, and just really the causes that you and I are here to support are really for the senior world, although anybody can do this. We've talked with a couple of, because animal rescue is a big deal to
Yeah.
me. And we've talked with a couple of animal rescue companies that,
Yeah.
can do fundraising with it. So,
Yeah,
but
and that's a
everybody,
good point. Yeah, we the platform we provide fundraising through anybody that
yeah,
needs to raise funds, like mission
yeah,
trips, on it goes. It doesn't matter. We will provide access to get your own pop up store to do your fundraising. But the vision and what's laid on my heart is, of course, making a difference in this senior space. And I think it gets back to where I'll repeat and keep repeating is just no different to where pretend like you need every time you went to fill up your car with gas, you've got to buy gas. And if you
yeah,
could go, hey, when I before I pump this gas, I'm going to select where I want over 30% of my each
yeah,
gallon to go to. It's to
yeah.
say that's what I'm trying to get people to
Great analogy.
understand
Yeah,
is just shop and support this cause, and collectively we can make a huge impact,
yeah,
a massive impact. This sounds bold. This sounds, very aggressive, but this could truly revolutionize the space in the senior space if
yeah.
people will help just pay attention.
Right.
Just pay attention to what we're saying and help. If it matters to you and you're in this industry, you know how hard it is and you see it
Yeah.
yourself every day. There's enough professionals just in this space to make a difference by
Oh gosh,
collectively
yeah.
sharing
Yeah.
all this. Yes. So,
Well, just think about
again,
anything that you've wanted somebody to be able to do and they couldn't do because it was expensive and
mhm,
those kind of things. And it doesn't matter if you're talking about an assisted living, a nursing home, a hospice group, you're at home. It doesn't matter. You can
yeah,
still do this. And I know you've mentioned a couple of times that this is something that, God presented to you. And I know through you and I getting to be friends through the podcast and that kind of thing. I know the road that you've been down with
mhm,
CareQuest. And some of it's been a little bumpy, always
yeah,
is when you start up a business, you know that better
yeah,
than I. But it is on our heart, and it's what you and I have a passion for is to help these people. And then I want to say to everybody too, this is not just something that Mark came up with on a whim, top of his
right,
head. The
yeah,
founder that started this, he and his wife, this has been a God breathed
absolutely,
effort from the start because they will tell you themselves that they wouldn't be where they are 15, 16 years in now,
yeah.
successful, if it had not been something that they had really given to God and that He
Absolutely,
put on their
100%.
heart.
I'm glad you shared that because that's where the opportunity of being involved with this is from the behind the scenes. And if you're someone that doesn't believe in God, God bless you. I mean, we're not here to
Yeah,
preach or whatever, but we do want you to sense the love and the presence that we try to share of the
but we
love of Christ
can.
through our ministry, right?
And if we
So
have to preach, we will.
we yes. So I think in closing, when we put out a podcast, it's very challenging to get people to see it.
Yeah.
And it would take, we're 14 minutes in, that will take the time to have actually watched us all the way through to get to this closing comment this is important. And this
Yeah.
is something that I feel could really be such an impact on so many families that are out there waiting on this to happen. Families that have not begin to enter the phase of having their life torpedoed by a disease or a stroke or Alzheimer's or whatever. This past, couple years with my mom and dad has been heart wrenching. Didn't see it coming, and
Mm,
you didn't see it coming. None of us see it coming, and we
right.
don't know what it's like until you're in it. People can tell you all day long what it's like to experience a loved one to go through things or what you have to go through as a caregiver. The animosities and the bitterness and the thoughts that come up and swell up in your mind and heart, you're going, where's that coming from?
Right.
That doesn't feel right, but it's there and it's real and it's raw.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, help us make a difference. Share this page, this podcast, this message, and collectively let's go and make a difference. And you're not, again, just being asked for money. If you need some sheets, order them. I promise you'll be happy with them. So, Ann, you want to say something in closing?
Yeah, I was trying to find it. I'm sorry, I'm looking because I was trying to find a little post and I can't find it that I put out the other day, but I know basically what it said. But it was talking about, I mean, the comment was just, you're living your life. Your parents have always taken care of you. And I promise you, this is how I felt. Mark, I know it's got to be how you and your sisters have felt. But you're living your life and you're going along, and your parents have always taken care of you. And all of a sudden, at some point, you realize that there's been a shift. And the person that you always went to talk to for answers and all of that, and Sam will get choked up.
I don't you just.
I'm sorry. But all of a sudden, the tables have turned. And now you're the one making those decisions for them. And you're going to hit there. If you're not there, I promise you, at some point in your life, it's either going to be your parents, a friend, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, somebody. And we can help. And that's all
And
we
it's
want.
going to be us if we keep living.
Well, yeah, it is. Not,
Yeah.
my children give me a
Well,
hard time.
Ann, I'm so proud that we're involved together.
Yeah, me too.
I thank you for taking the time to come on here and guys, just please, I hope you watch this through and you get to the point of the message. So help us make a difference. Again, there's going to be on this page. If you're on the page watching this video embedded, there's some causes that can be supported. If you need some bed sheets, pick and choose a cause and go to their store and order. If you just saw this on the channel, there'll be a link down below to this page that this video will be embedded on.
And it's so easy. It's so
Yeah.
easy, Mark. I mean, when they click on the link, everybody know, please, this is easier than shopping on Amazon.
Yeah,
It really is. And your card's on Amazon, you click and do it. Same thing here. There's a QR code. So it's a very easy process to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So everybody, thank you for taking the time. Thank you in advance for helping spread this. We look forward to what God has in store. And before you know it, there's no telling how many products that we'll be able to have so people can just continue to purchase and support and not be asking just to give for the sake of giving. So Ann, thanks a bunch. Thank you everybody for your support.
Thanks,
God
guys.
bless you all, and we will see you on the
subscribe, and share, please.
Yep. So until next time, we will see you on the next episode, and happy shopping.